Tim Adams here today at beautiful Marge Schott Stadium, and joining us at Bearcat Journal is UC's head baseball coach, Neal. Coach, thanks for spending some time with us today, but one of the big additions is the new turf, and there is no dirt anywhere to be. A cat would have trouble finding a place to poop down here.
Yes, it's great. We're starting week 2 of practice, and our guys love it. As you can see, there's no field prep. We don't have to put the field to sleep at the end of practice, which quite honestly adds time to these guys' day, and they're student athletes, so it allows us to be efficient also.
Now you've got 45 days to do 33 practices. So what practice is this today?
This is practice 9.
Practice number 9, so you're about a third of the way through. What are your overall impressions of the team after 8 practices?
We're young, but we're more physical this year. That's a definite. You're starting to see it. One, we're using a new baseball, so that's changed things a little bit. But we've just got some more depth, and we have more strength. We're more physical.
Using the new baseballs, have you had some inter-squad games so far down here?
Yesterday was our first inter-squad game, and there was a home run hit yesterday.
Who hit one out?
Freshman catcher, Seth Capel.
Well, he's one of your walk-on guys then, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of our guys. We expect big things out of Seth, just like all the other guys in the program.
Well, how did your pitchers throw? Because that was something that you really, when you got here, you knew you needed to get some influx of pitchers, and particularly left-handed pitchers, and you've got a basketball team height-wise of lefties. So how did the pitchers throw?
We had 3 of our returning guys throw yesterday, and for the most part, they threw the ball well. And we also had 3 freshmen throw yesterday, and after 6 innings, it was a 2-2 baseball game. For the most part, we were pretty good on the mound. I don't remember. Maybe we walked 1 guy in 6 innings. Just asking these guys, especially early on, to pitch contact and be efficient in the zone.
Now, I've told you in the past that when you first got here, you kind of remind me of Bob Huggins and Brian Kelly, because when Huggins first got here, he talked about going to the Final Four. I still remember getting in an elevator with Brian Kelly. He had an Orange Bowl notebook in 2009, before we played a game in 2009, and he said that he was making plans to go to the Rose Bowl. You got here in a program that really has been into the NCAA playoffs since, I think, the 70s, the mid-70s, but you talked right away about getting this program, and not only to get them into the NCAA playoffs, but to be a regular contributor in that tournament.
Yeah, the University of Cincinnati allows that. It's an unbelievable institution. We have some of the finest facilities in the country. We have some of the finest people in the country with our coaching staff and our support staff. And we're a baseball town. We're playing a great conference. I could go on and on. I'm just stubborn and competitive and optimistic enough that why not? Why can't we do it at the University of Cincinnati? It's no brainer for me.
Now, of your younger guys in football, I do a lot of football, but young guys don't contribute, and coaches don't want them to contribute. But baseball's a different animal. We brought in a lot of young players, no junior college guys, and actually one junior college guy. But you believe that they can sort of, in baseball, compete at a young age.
For sure, yeah. As I said, we've got all those freshmen on campus right now. We're 9 days into practice, and I already stated we're more physical than we were last year, and that's all the new guys, as you said, freshmen. So, yeah, it's baseball. You at this level, you can recruit physical freshmen and guys that are physically ready to compete at a high level, in baseball specifically.
And Ryan Noda was a guy that you have high hopes for, but any other of your younger hitters impressed you so far?
Yeah, you know what? Young man Kyle Motice, who won a state championship for Massillon Jackson High School, he's showed some grit here so far. He's been banged up on a few plays, collisions at first base, and he hops right up. And we feel good about all of our young guys. A few guys that are maybe a little further along than we thought, and I'm pretty excited about what's going on around here.
Now, this league that Cincinnati's in, it's somewhat new, but you really think it's a good baseball league?
Unbelievable baseball conference. We just added East Carolina and Tulane, which are 2-storied programs. Tulane back in the 90s and early 21st century were a top 25 program year in, year out. East Carolina has averaged, I looked it up, over the last 9 seasons, they've averaged 37 wins a season, playing a competitive schedule in the competitive Conference USA. We're going to have our hands full. It's a very good, we had 3 top 25 programs last year in the conference. We were the 6th best conference in the country last year. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be in the at least top 5. I think we can get in the top 4.
Now this is the College World Series. I've been there as a spectator. You've been there as a coach. And the thing we're seeing in college baseball is that it's not just being the West and the South anymore. There are teams from the Midwest. We've seen Southwest Missouri State be there, Kent State be there, Louisville be there multiple times. So that is ultimately the goal too. And you'd love to go back as with wearing the head coach's hat here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and we can do that here. I've seen it. I've seen baseball at a high level. I've seen what it takes. We can do that here.
One of your new jobs, new responsibilities, and I've told you, I think a big plus that you bring to the managerial role is you pitched. And now you're taking on an additional responsibility. You're the Bearcat pitching coach here this year.
Yes. I've added a lot of children to I've added a new baby at home, but I've added a lot more here. And not only am I going to manage the program, but I'm going to manage the pitching staff too. I think the game's won and lost on the mound. It's such an important part of the game, and I think I have some things to offer. I've developed quite a few pretty good guys and pretty good pitching staffs along the way. I think I have something to offer these guys.
It's a great facility. We saw 42,000 people at Paul Brown Stadium for the Bearcat game against Miami last Saturday. It would be nice to see several thousand fans helping the baseball team out here. What do you think? What do you envision for this facility down the road?
I think when they see the brand of baseball that this program is going to play here in the next few years, I think they're not going to have a choice. They're going to want to come and see what's happening here at Marshall Stadium.
When is the next big event here? If I know you're welcoming fans to come down here and watch practices, but what's the next big event that a fan can come down here and get an early peek at your squad?
Well, we enter squad at least 3-4 days a week. We're enter squadding again today. We have Scout Day this Thursday at 6 p.m. That's open to the public. Weekends we're always enter squadding. We'll have a red-black series at the end of the fall. The end of the fall for us is going to be that 3rd week of October, where it'll be a little more game-like, where we'll separate the teams. We'll have a draft. We'll put them in red and black jerseys and game jerseys, and put something on the line. But I hope that every single day we're competitive, regardless of what color jerseys our guys are wearing out here.
Well, I'll put you on the hot seat here for just a second. If you were drafting, who would be your #1 draft pick off of this team?
Right now, Ryan Noda.
Wow, you're going out on a limb there.
Ryan Noda, without a doubt.
All right, well, I'm Tim Adams. This is Ty Neal.
I got a question.
All right.
New surface, no dirt. How is it playing so far now that you guys are out here in the fall and getting used to playing on the entire
great.
league?
It's consistent, which is what you're going to get. There's no lips. There's no transition areas. Right now, it's always going to play a little slower in the early stages of a new field. If you look down with the rubber that's exposed, that rubber will settle a little bit more, and that will speed the ball up as we move forward, and then go from there. If we need to add more rubber on top or a little more sand, the rubber tends to slow the ball down a little bit. The sand tends to firm it up and make it a little quicker. And before we shut it off, I will take that compliment, being compared to Bob Huggins and Brian Kelly any day of the week.
Okay, I'm Tim Adams, Shed Rental behind the camera. Ty Neal, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.